In 2013, we travelled to Bangladesh to partner with Hunger Free World, a local organisation in Bangladesh. Now, we created a new program with them with the aim of having a short-term impact on malnutrition in a certain area and also improving the long-term health education of the area. Now, we created a new program with Hunger Free World that did just that. And at the time, we committed to funding that for 3 years. Now, at the end of that 3 years, we're really pleased to announce that we've provided 75 health education lessons to children across all the grades. We've provided 3 health checkups each year, and we've given 96,000 meals to children at Augmundia Primary School in the Caliganj area. Now that's 5 meals a week for 40 weeks for 160 children and their teachers. Now, over that 3 years, the Caliganj region has expanded greatly. Where we played cricket with some of the school kids while we were there, there are now large buildings. And that's by no means attributed to everyone else, the impact we've made. But the area is changing, and so too how Hunger Free World, who are based in the area, are planning to support that community moving forwards. So we're really happy that they're considering to keep funding this and to move it forwards, all based on us being able to help start that program in 2013. Now, the fundraising side of it. In the last 3 years, we've had some massive support from cafes who have been able to help contribute in multiple ways. Our last iteration of fundraising has involved having a box sitting on the counter, and the generosity has been outstanding, both from the cafe owners, the baristas who have given up their tips, and especially their patrons. So we'd like to say thanks to Red Robin, to Cafe Natix in Lonsdale Street, El Mirage, Milkwood, and Kitchen Culture, all in the Melbourne area, who have really stepped up and supported Everyone Eats. Now, as well as that, a large proportion of the funding has come from individual donors, which has meant that we haven't been as sustainable in the long term as we initially envisioned. And I'd really like to thank those particular people who have helped out in a big way as well. Now, in fulfilling our 3-year commitment, I'd like to share some of the learnings that we've had over that time. The first thing is that working with people who know the area so intimately has been really important. It's meant that what's been provided has been exactly what's been needed. And there's been no way of pushing things onto a community that doesn't help them specifically in the short or the long term. The second thing that we found out is that people are super generous. The cafes, as I mentioned earlier, the cafes, the cafe owners, the baristas and the patrons have all given an awful lot. And that's been so fantastic. The third thing is that small change in Australia makes a massive difference in Bangladesh. This whole thing, for a large degree, has been funded by small coins, but that's been one of the larger programs that Hunger Free World actually operates in certainly the Caliganj region and in much of Bangladesh. Now, I'd like to say thanks to some specific individuals who have helped. Jen Liu has been doing the social media for the last 3 years for Everyone Eats. Vivian Wong, who's been doing much of the design. Ryan Maxey, who's behind the camera now and was in 2013. Tin Santos, Sarah Jane Saltmarsh, who were with us in Bangladesh. Cameron Ludeman and Tim and Janet Watts for their support. And specifically, Jess Carter, who is an industry professional. She worked in Bangladesh with Hunger Free World for a year. She speaks Bangla. She knows what's required in liaising with non-profit organisations and how to measure the impact. And she is largely responsible for the effectiveness of Everyone Eats. So big thanks to her. Now, we can hang our hats on knowing that we've given 96,000 meals to children in Bangladesh with the health checkups and the nutritional education. But something else we'd like to think that Everyone Eats has provided is a learning opportunity for other people that want to do good. We hope that people can learn from our successes. we hope that people can learn from our failures. So if you've got any questions, comments or suggestions, or would like any more information on what we've been through in the last 3 years, please get in touch and read all the other informational resources that we've got on the website. So thanks everyone for your support.